I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix, everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we are taking a closer look at the Clone Conspiracy issue number 3. Can Peter Parker overcome a multiversal viral threat that's already enveloped multiple other worlds? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Okay then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen are attempting to escape the Jackal's New U facility. The two characters get to talking, and Peter actually is a little hurt that Gwen and Scarlet Spider didn't come to him for help when they needed it. Of course, the big thing that Gwen fails to mention to Peter is the whole, being involved with the Jackal in all the other multiple worlds that Kane had seen. The Jackal mobilizes his clone forces to hunt down Spider-Man and Gwen, but more importantly than that, to get back the other Gwen clone that our heroes had taken. Jackal fears what the heroes might uncover if they're able to look too closely at one of his clones, and because of this, he's already ready to pull up stakes and move his entire operation. But not before telling all his news affiliates and captains of industry that he's ready to move ahead with the second phase of his plan. In this issue, we definitely get a good feeling of how big this clone conspiracy actually is. In fact, this issue offers up a perfect explanation as to why our heroes just can't go to the cops for help in shutting down New U, and that is because the officer running the New U investigation just also so happens to be a clone. Now, it's Anne-Marie and all the other people over at Horizon Labs who are running all the tests on the clones and the medication that the Jackal uses to keep them in line. In her research, Anne-Marie discovers that Kane is actually suffering from the carrion virus himself. But because Kane is one of the original clones of Spider-Man, we don't have to worry about him turning into a horrible bloodthirsty zombie, just, gotta worry about him dying. In fact, what I love about this scene is that Anne-Marie pretty much cuts through all the comic bullcrap going, hey Kane, you had the virus inside you all along, why didn't you tell me? I could study it and maybe make a cure. Yep, this is why even all these years after Superior Spider-Man, Anne-Marie is still one of my favorite characters, hands down. It's really that much more unfortunate then that the Jackal dispatches the Rhino and the new Lady Electro to go retrieve his clone as well as grab Kane and Anne-Marie while they're at it. Peter himself, which is becoming a sad theme for this book, ends up showing up all too late to actually make too much of a difference. He does, however, end up running into the Kingpin, who has his own score to settle with the Jackal. You see, Jackal brought back Wilson's beloved wife Vanessa, and because of it, the dude is super pissed off, so much to the point he's willing to hand over a file with all the information he's managed to gather on the Jackal and New U to Spider-Man in hopes that his two enemies will take each other out. The most important piece of information that Spider-Man is able to gather from the Kingpin is that the Jackal is meeting with his professional grave robbers, Burke and Hare, later that day to get his newest body for reanimation. Also, Mr. Burke and Mr. Hare, do you get it? Ha ha ha, it's a reference to famous London murders. Spider-Man and the Jackal end up brawling, all the while the Jackal swears up and down that he only wants what's best for the world and he wants Peter to join him in this endeavor. In fact, the Jackal is so serious about this, he's ready to remove his mask and reveal to Peter who he truly is, and I hate to say I told you this 4 months ago, but I totally told you this 4 months ago. This new Jackal turns out to be none other than Ben Reilly, the original Spider-Man clone from the original Clone Saga. And he has one hell of a bargain for Peter. Join me on the dark side and together we can bring back Uncle Ben once and for all as the comic ends. The Clone Conspiracy number 3 continues to show improvement for an event that started out on some pretty rocky ground. And no, I'm not just saying that because I was ultimately vindicated in my theory, although I must admit that does feel pretty darn good. Over time, too, I'm really starting to see why this book is called The Clone Conspiracy and not Spider-Man The Clone Conspiracy. Peter actually has very little going on in this story. It seems to all be about the clones. Kane, Ben, and even Spider-Gwen has more to do. Overall, though, I didn't think it was too bad. In fact, I'm actually kind of more interested now to see what happens next. Overall, I would give this one a 7.5 out of 10.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.